Jajangmyeon is the most frequent culinary backdrop in Korean dating shows, appearing in almost every episode as the go-to meal for the cast. Developing a restaurant-quality version of this dish at home usually presents a high barrier to entry. To build the sauce from scratch, a cook has to spend hours balancing fermented pastes and managing deep-fry temperatures. We are bypassing that labor by using a pre-formulated black bean base. This jarred concentrate contains the complex fermented flavors already locked in, eliminating 50% of the manual prep work. The protocol relies on this 5-part material list: fresh protein, thick noodles, the jarred base, exactly 2 cups of water, and a whole yellow pickled radish. By combining this engineered base with fresh fat and strict heat management, you produce a professional-grade sauce with significantly less time investment and a lower margin for error. Begin by establishing the high-heat cooking zone. You need to pan hot enough to trigger an immediate sear upon contact with the protein. I am using pork belly to render out its flavor-rich lipids. Ground beef is a functional alternative if you require a leaner result. Add the black bean base, stir to incorporate the oils, then add 2 cups of water. If the pan is removed from the heat now, the sauce will remain a thin liquid, lacking the surface tension to coat the noodles. You must maintain a sustained simmer. This phase evaporates the excess water, forcing the remaining solids and fats to consolidate into a thick matrix. This graph illustrates the inverse relationship. As water decreases on the x-axis, viscosity on the y-axis climbs toward its peak. You reach the success point when the liquid is thick enough to heavily coat your stirring utensil. Achieving this specific fluid dynamic is the primary factor that transforms the dish from a thin broth into a cohesive, restaurant-style meal. While the sauce reduces, focus on the secondary station, where the carbohydrate base is being prepared in boiling water. Most manufacturers print boiling times on their packaging that are calibrated for immediate consumption. For this specific protocol, those times will lead to a total loss of texture. The goal is this specific internal structure. The noodle hydrates on the exterior, while the center retains a firm, dense core. To preserve that core, you have to manually interrupt the cooking process. Pull the noodles from the water while they are still in a slightly undercooked state. Success is confirmed by the physical resistance of the starch. The noodles should exhibit a distinct elastic bounce when extracted from the thermal bath. By undercooking the starch now, you ensure the noodles have the structural integrity to withstand being submerged in the hot sauce without softening into mush. We are now ready to formally merge our 2 components, the reduced sauce matrix and the firm noodles, into a single vessel. Deposit the steaming noodles directly into the base of the bowl first, ensuring they are loose and ready for coating. When applying the sauce, you must avoid being stingy. Pour the black bean mixture with enough volume to completely bury the noodles. An insufficient pour results in an unbalanced dish, where the thick starch is dry and the flavor profile is muted. This ratio ensures full saturation. Aim for a mass of 60% sauce to 40% noodles, so that every individual strand is encased in the mixture. This aggressive application of the sauce is what finally fuses the components into a unified dish. To balance the richness of the pork and the bean paste, you must include a whole yellow pickled radish, or danmuji. Pre-sliced radish discs, seen on the left, often lose their density. The whole root on the right is superior because it maintains its internal structure. Biting into a thick slice of the whole radish provides a sharp acidic shock and an audible crunch. This reset is necessary to counteract the heavy fats of the noodles. Give the bowl a final thorough mix. You are looking for that glossy sauce to be completely clinging to the chewy noodles you've prepared. By managing your starch textures, optimizing the viscosity of the reduction, and utilizing the jarred shortcut, you have successfully produced a high-quality bowl of jajangmyeon with minimal operational friction.